Right now, disasters are synchronizing and escalating all over the planet. Has there ever been anything like this on our planet in the past? That was 12,000 years ago, and these events are referred to as the Oligocene warming. And following that was the late Adriatic glaciation. 12,800 years ago, temperatures shot up by a whole 15 degrees Celsius, and suddenly, a large part of the ice sheets melted. During this time, there were also floods and natural disasters. The Gulf Stream has stopped. That's what's happening right now. Scientists from the University of Kansas have proven that 12,000 years ago, there was a massive wildfire that engulfed a tenth of our planet. It has been discovered that huge fires raged in Siberia 12,000 years ago. And now, there are more and more fires that are just impossible to put out because of gas emissions from the depths. Based on an analysis of satellite images, scientists have discovered that the largest known dunes formed in the Sahara Desert and other regions 10,000 to 13,000 years ago. This indicates the immense strength of winds during the late Triassic period. Right now, we see that the same thing is happening on Earth as it did in the late Triassic. We're seeing winds intensifying, tornadoes, typhoons, tearing through entire cities and just leveling them to the ground. At that time, there was also significant seismic activity. This is supported by radiocarbon analysis data, as well as field geographic constructions of the late Dryas period. During the same period, over 12,000 years ago, there was also a sharp weakening of the magnetic field and pole shifts, which is known as the Gothenburg excursion. The cause of all these sudden changes was abnormal magmatic activity triggered by shifts in the core. This is exactly what ALLATRA has been talking about at all international forums for several years now. And it's great that we're already being heard. Speaking at international conferences, ALLATRA offers specific solutions to this issue, because ALLATRA has always stood for the valuable life of every person. We can only survive during times of cataclysms when we make humanity our top priority. The analysis of deposits found in the Howlah Cave points to the eruption of major volcanoes that caused a volcanic winter 13,000 years ago and global glaciation. This event led to a mass extinction of fauna and flora. On the northern slopes of Siberia, a lot of mammoths and other small mammals have been found, frozen in the snow. There was a sharp decline in the population, including the extinction of the Cro-Magnons. Such events happened not only 12,000 years ago but also earlier. This is evident in the geological data, and scientists have written about it independently at different times. Dubenkov, Bushuev, Bacharin, Kopylov, Petrov, Douglas Fox, and many others have come to understand the cyclical nature of processes occurring on Earth with a period of about 12,000 years. Looking at the scientific data, you realize that the topic of climate is the most important one right now. And we, all people, need to demand the unification of the best scientists to tackle this most important issue, to save our lives.